Hi students, welcome to this section of algebra where we deal with linear equations. Now there will be future sections where we deal with more advanced concepts of algebra, but right now let's get started with the basics. Now what is an equation? An equation is a condition on a variable. Now it's also good to note that the equation is only satisfied for a definite value of the variable. Now let's try to understand what I mean with these two statements. Let's take an example. For example, you have an equation 2x is equal to 20. Now what all can we observe over here? You can see that there is an equality sign and this is necessary for an equation, right? You need to have this for an equation. Alright, now when is this equation true? This is true when x is equal to 10, right? When x is equal to 10, 2 into 10 is equal to 20. So that's what we say that it's true only for a definite value of the variable. Alright, let's proceed and see how we can solve an equation. Now, an equation is like a balanced weighing balance. Alright, so you have a left hand side and you have a right hand side of the equation. So over here we had 2x is equal to 20. So this is called the left hand side LHS, that is left hand side of the equation, and this is the RHS, that is the right hand side of the equation, and these two are balanced, right? So that's why we have this picturized as a balanced weighing balance. Now over here on the left hand side I have 2x and on the right hand side I have 20. Alright, now whatever I do on the left hand side, I should do the same thing on the right hand side. So let me divide both sides by 2. So I have 2x by 2 over here and 20 by 2 over here. So 2x by 2 is equal to x and 20 by 2 is equal to 10. So I get x is equal to 10. So that's how we solve equations. Let's take another example. I have 3x minus 15 is equal to 20. So this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. Now let me add 15 to both the sides. So I get 3x minus 15 plus 15 is equal to 20 plus 15. Alright, so over here I have minus 15 and plus 15. These two cancel out. So my left hand side becomes 3x and my right hand side is 20 plus 15, that is 35. So 3x is equal to 35. Now let me divide both the sides by 3. So I have 3x by 3 on the left hand side and 35 by 3 on the right hand side. So 3x by 3 is nothing but x, right? These two get cancelled out. So I get x is equal to 35 by 3 and that is the solution. Alright, now we have seen that an equation is like a balanced weighing balance, and whatever you do on the left hand side, you have to do the same thing on the right hand side. Let's see one more way of thinking of this. Now, the other way is called transposing a number. So that means when you take a number from the left hand side to the right hand side, what happens? Let's try to observe. So I take the same equation. I have 3x minus 15 is equal to 20. Now let me take this minus 15 to the right hand side of the equation. So what happens is, what is negative on the left hand side should become positive when you take it to the right hand side. So this becomes 3x is equal to 20 plus 15, and that is 3x is equal to 35, and then we divide both the sides by 3, or I take this into 3 to the right hand side. So if you have into over here, when you take it to the right hand side, it becomes divided by. So x is equal to 35 divided by 3, which is the same thing that we got over here. So let's quickly summarize transposing a number. If you have an addition on the left hand side, when you take it to the right hand side, it becomes subtraction. Similarly, if you have a multiplication on the left hand side, we had over here 3x, right? That is 3 into x. When you take it to the right hand side, it becomes division. So that's why we have over here 35 by 3. And you can see that it's one and the same. These two are one and the same, right? It's just different ways of thinking about the same thing. Now over here, if you had division, when you take it to the right hand side, it becomes multiplication. So if I have an equation x by 3 is equal to say 10. If I want to take this 3 to the right hand side, over here it's division. So over here it becomes multiplication. And I can say x is equal to 10 into 3, right? Now if I have subtraction on the left hand side, on the right hand side, it will become addition.